Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Saturday, May 11th, 2019. This is a super special Saturday episode. I am even not sure if there was even a Saturday episode before. Could have been, but yeah, I'm not quite sure if this is something super new to the coffee break series or if this is the thing we already had. But nevertheless, a Saturday episode, a super rare thing, and this is all due to the fact that I'm back from the CHI, the Computer Human Interaction Conference, which took place in Glasgow, and yeah, I'm still over the moon. I'm still I'm overwhelmed. That's probably the right word. I am overwhelmed. It was a blast, and yeah, I just have the feeling. Okay, there are so many things. There have been so many great things that happened over the course of the last 5 days. 5 days, yeah, more or less 6 days. And I just have to talk about all those things. Hi Lama, how are you? I have just to talk about all those things, and as long as they are fresh in my mind, and yeah, that's why we are here. And oh wow, I do have a lot of things to talk about. Well, for those of you who followed me on Twitter and who saw my tweets, you already saw a few pictures I took during the event, and yeah, but the pictures don't really show. Ooh, creeper guy! They don't really show what's going on there and how great it was. So yeah, where to start? Maybe the best thing is we just start from the beginning and go through all the days and yeah, see if I can remember all the important things or so. Yeah, so I left on Sunday morning. I think, well, I left way earlier than I would have needed to, but I wanted to be on the safe side. It was the first time for me flying from Frankfurt Airport, and so I just thought, okay, let's be there on time. So in the case that there's a delay with the train, or in case there's something else problematic in Frankfurt, or I can't find the gate or whatnot, let's be in time. Let's be there way ahead of schedule, basically. It worked out. It worked out flawlessly. Also, I was quite pleased by the fact that the train station is more or less in walking distance. Basically, it's directly connected to the airport, so even if there would be a super bad weather outdoors and it's raining cats and dogs and it's just awful, you would stay dry because it's just one single large complex, and that's cool, man. This is quite convenient. Also, right at the entrance to the airport, there was the luggage drop-off, which is awesome. I mean, you have your heavy luggage, you leave the train, you carry it, well, or you pull it a little bit for, I don't know how many meters. Let's be generous and say for 500 meters, and then there's a drop-off. So you get rid of everything and you're free. So this was super convenient. So I got rid of my luggage, and then I had plenty of time because I was there way ahead of the time when the flight would depart. So I used the time to explore a little bit the airport because, hey, that's a super large airport and super interesting, and yeah, was quite cool. It has 2 terminals, and there is a shuttle bus that connects the 2 terminals. So, this was actually quite nice. I took the shuttle bus because the terminal where my flight departed, there was not this open deck. I mean, the second terminal had an open deck where you just can stand outdoors, watch the airplanes and so on. I wanted to do that. But as I got there, I saw, okay, here's the food court, so let's have a pizza. And so I enjoyed a pizza, and then I moved out, enjoyed the airplanes, until it was time to move onto the gate. So moved onto the gate, did this security situation. This is the only thing I really dislike about flying, because it feels so unnecessary. It's just a huge nuisance. And but yeah, we did that. And then I was at the gate waiting for the boarding to begin. And it was quite funny, because suddenly my professor was standing in front of me. He had the same flight as I have, and so yeah, this was also cool. We talked a little bit about my PhD, which was good, because finally I got some answers. I mean, apparently it takes 1.5 months since having written the email with all the questions and a flight from Frankfurt to Glasgow to receive some answers to said questions. So, hooray! Just hooray! So this was good. The flight itself then was quite nice. Had a window seat and enjoyed the scenery. Looked out of the window and enjoyed the flight. And all in all, it was a pleasant experience. Also, I hope I said something about that in the last episode. I booked the airport shuttle, the bus transport service from Glasgow Airport to Glasgow City, back here in Germany, and it worked out fine. So just carry your luggage to the bus. Someone was there who put the luggage into the bus, and off we went. So this was super convenient. Small walk from the bus station to my Airbnb, and it was beautiful Airbnb. It was nice single room apartment with everything. So there was a kitchen, a large bed, couch, TV with Netflix, which was actually quite nice, and there was even a washing machine, so I could have washed my clothes if I really needed to. So this was cool. It was really a great Airbnb, and it was quite spacious. So I really enjoyed it. The only downside, but it wasn't too problematic, was the fact that right in front of this was a huge construction area. But this was only problematic when you wanted to sleep in and you really wanted to sleep for a long time. But since I was attending the conference and I haven't had time, so it wasn't so much of a problem. But I guess there's another pillager thing. So we can go there later on and steal their banners on our way back home. Not on our way back home, but on the way back when we do the next sweep of this map. So yeah, this could have been a little bit annoying, but wasn't so much. After checking in, after getting into the accommodation, I changed a bit. I put on some decent pants and other shirt and so on, and then I went to the venue, because Sunday evening, at first I don't wanted to go there, but later on I thought, hey, why not? Why not just go there and do the registration and go there, because there was the newcomers reception. It was a reception intended for those who were the first time at Kai, and since I was the first time at Kai, I thought, hey, let's do this. Let's go there. There I met. On the one hand, I was at this pre-Kai event here in Germany. I told you about this. Was just before Easter, and thanks to this, I already knew a couple of people as I got there, which was quite nice. I mean, it felt like being connected to the community, to the entire group. So this actually was really a great thing. So like, okay, walking around there, and I knew a few people, and knowing people, I mean, just to give you a number, At the closing session, we heard that it was the largest Kai ever, with more than 3,800 attendees. 3,800 people have been registered and were probably there at the conference. So I think you can guess that this was quite... Oh, I think there could be an island coming up, so I think we can continue on for a bit. I think you can now imagine how impressive this was to attend this conference, to be part of this super cool, super large conference. And okay, Minecraft, please give me the environment, thank you. And yeah, this was, there's indeed an island. And it was super cool. So yeah, first evening, this newcomers reception was cool to just be there, see the venue, get an idea how everything looks like, and yeah, spent the evening with my advisor and other people from my university who've been also there, because we have two groups or two labs that submit to this conference, and so both labs have been there, and we met up and had a nice evening, so it was good. After the only problem was there basically was not much food at the newcomers reception, and food in general was a little bit of a problematic thing, I'd say, at least at the conference. So yeah, at the end of this newcomers reception, as we went home, I went back to the Airbnb. Luckily, I had some ramen noodles. I had 2 packages of ramen noodles with me, because I wasn't quite sure about the first evening, first day, if I would easily find a decent restaurant or something, because I just expected to be tired, to be a little bit exhausted, and wasn't quite sure. So it was good to have some food. But before I went back, I went back to my apartment, I changed again because I wanted to go running. So I went running for 30 minutes or so, explored a little bit the town doing so. So this was really a nice and good first day, first evening. It was nice to run there. There are so many other people running, so this was also nice too. It also made me feel connected to the people of Glasgow, at least, because so many of them were running, and so this was really great. This was fun, and I feel we missed so many great things here in Minecraft with this render problem. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I think I at some point really need to do a Google search to find out what's the problem with Minecraft, to so that we can really enjoy it more, because I feel this is such a bad thing. Look at this here. We suddenly have a clear border. I have to stop moving forward for Minecraft to render things again. I mean, this is totally awkward. Why is this a thing? Nevertheless, so yeah, first evening was cool, and yeah, went to bed. The next day at 9 a.m. the conference officially started. So there was the opening ceremony. They even had a bagpipe guy who did some bagpipe playing live on the stage. So yeah, we've been to Scotland, and the keynote was quite interesting. It was quite crowded. So yeah, after the keynote, the craziness started, because how have I done this? How have I went about Monday? The craziness started. I mean, there were each day had 4 time slots for a session, and each session had 4 talks. So basically in total, you could have enjoyed 16 talks per day if you would have stayed for the entire day. And I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? I mean, that... okay. That's just insane. So many talks. So, but yeah, I think on Monday, I hope I remember it correctly, how have I? Oh yes, I attended the first session, which was quite nice. The main problem is I can't even recall all the talks. So this is a little bit of a problem because I saw so many talks. I saw so many great things that I can't really recall what I saw. So oh, there's nothing. So this was quite nice. And yeah, after the times where the first session started from 9 to 10:20. This was also the time for the opening ceremony. Second session was from 11 to 12:20. Then lunch break to 2 p.m. From 2 p.m. to 3:20 the next session, and then coffee break to 4 p.m. and from 4 p.m. to 5:20 the next session. Afterwards, some social events or so. So yeah, I attended the second session or the first session for the day on Monday, and afterwards I decided, okay, I need some food. I wasn't quite sure. I don't want to go to the nearby restaurants because I expected them to be expensive. Also, I haven't had cash on that day because I haven't managed to get to an ATM until this point. So I went back to my Airbnb. Everything you could walk the distances every time, which was really cool because yeah, I don't have to take a bus or anything or an Uber, just walk, which was cool. So I walked back to the Airbnb, got some cash, went to a grocery store, got some sandwiches, got some food. I put it into the fridge in my Airbnb just in the case I need it. So some noodles I could just warm up in the case I need some food. And yeah, then I went for a run. There I discovered my running track for the entire event, basically for the entire time I stayed there. There's this River Clyde in Glasgow, and there's a super neat path all along the river. At first you start in the middle of the town, then you move on into a park area, and from the park you basically leave more or less the city, and the path along River Clyde just continues on, and I don't know where it will end, but it seemed to go on and on and on forever. And this was super cool because yeah, I could just run for forever. And so I started doing that. This was nice. And yeah, then I got back to the conference, enjoyed another session, and yeah, then it was time for the real conference reception. There we actually got some food. Took some time to get food, to really be satisfied, because we were just small little pieces of food, so like canapes or so. Still quite nice, really nice. At first it was a little bit problematic because I think this was the main problem of a conference of this size with so many people, because when you attend a smaller conference with, let's say, 100, 200 people or so, there's often just single track conference, or maybe you have 2 tracks or so in a conference. But in general, there aren't so many people, so it's much easier to say, hi, I'm Sebbi, how are you? Nice to meet you, and to get in contact with other people. Whereas at this super large conference, it was super difficult to really talk to other people, to meet new people. So this was a little bit problematic, but It changed over time, so that was good. So here during this evening, it was actually quite nice that I attended this pre-Kai event, because so I met some other people from Germany, and yeah, the group started to expand, and so we started to talk to other people they met already during the conference, and so yeah, it was nice. It was really a nice evening, and it was cool to talk to all the people and to meet each other. And yeah, then after the conference reception, it was also quite nice, because, oh man, there was a lot of alcohol being consumed. But yeah, I decided, okay, this reception is over. I'm not quite sure. I haven't received any invitation to a party or so. I haven't found my group from my lab or from the university in general. So I thought, okay, yes, it's time to move home. But I don't want to go back right away to the Airbnb, so I decided, okay, I'm in Glasgow, I have to check one of those local pubs. So I went to a local pub. Was good, was really good. Enjoyed some local beer that was brewed in Glasgow. Everything's fine except for one thing. I mean, you're in a better way to judge this, but I thought I would speak decently English. I would understand English. I basically, that English is I'm not. I know I'm not a native speaker, but that I'm almost at a level of a native speaker, more or less. And then an elderly person who might have already drunken a little bit too much or so, or not quite sure. But this guy in the pub decided to approach me and started to talk to me in this Scottish accent. And I had no clue. I had absolutely no clue what he was saying to me. He was saying words, but I had no clue. I absolutely had no clue what he was saying to me. So yeah, this is when you really have a true Scottish man, and maybe Glasgow in general is even more difficult than other Scottish regions or so. It was tough. It was more than tough. So this was an interesting experience too. Yeah, hi, I don't understand you. Can you please speak this in without your Scottish accent? But in the end, I figured he wanted to know where I was from. I said I'm from Germany. He was happy about that, and he wished me all the best, and he said a few other hopefully nice things to me. I'm not quite sure what he said to me. And yeah, then he moved on. So yeah, this was an interesting experience. So yeah, afterwards, after I finished my beer, I decided, okay, time to move home. It was already getting late. So this was the end of the second day, basically, or the first day of the real conference. And yeah, it was really nice. Was super cool. It was fun, super overwhelming. So yeah, I think since the sun has set and we found this decent place up here, it's about time to end off this episode. And yeah, tomorrow for the regular coffee break episode, the Sunday episode, I will continue to tell you more about my Kai experience. And yeah, I mean, it will get more interesting, even more interesting than it was right now. So stay tuned. I hope I see you again tomorrow. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!